Mirrors make bigger, better.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's the mirrors.
DLP HD TV. Millions of tiny mirrors make the biggest pictures better.
Visit Circuit City and CircuitCity.com for amazing deals on select DLP HD TVs.
Here, Daddy.
Sweet pea, apple of my eye. Don't know when.
Look, Daddy sent us a picture.
More bars in more places. That's what you can expect from the largest digital voice and data network in America.
You're the only reason I keep on coming home.
Switch to the network you can trust, AT&T. Get our exclusive smartphones, now only $99.99.
The All-State Sugar Bowl on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light. Endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming.
Georgia thus far in this All-State Sugar Bowl, 17-3. 9:25 until halftime, and after the interception thrown by Brennan, the Bulldogs get it at the Hawaii 42. Stafford to throw, and looking down the field for Bailey. He caught it, but he's out of bounds, and then it sprung loose at the end anyway.
Mike Bobo had great field position, decided to try and take a shot downfield since the run game has been so established. In this situation, if I'm Georgia, I'm thinking about continuing to dominate the game running the football. They're controlling the clock. They're limiting the number of possessions that Hawaii has the ball and keeps Cole Brennan on the bench. Hawaii averages 15 possessions per ball game. And look, so far, Georgia dominating time of possession, which is exactly what they want, plus is paying off in points. They have 17.
Pitch to Thomas Brown. And he is tackled at the 40-yard line by Jacob Patek, the senior out of Victoria, Texas.
Jacob Patek to the left, number 31. Look at the job he does, stoning the block by Sean Chappis, number 49, and then falling inside and making the tackle. 6 foot, right around 200 pounds, out of Texas, has really embraced the Polynesian culture, was wearing the lava, the skirt type outfit that Hawaiian players tend to like to wear off the field.
Big third down here, and they set up the wide receiver screen to Durham. What a call, and still on his feet is Durham inside the 15. Ball comes loose, and who's got it? Is it Hawaii with a football, waiting on an official signal? The ball was stripped from behind after the big gain. Purcell tracking Durham at the 15-yard line. And now this Pac-10 officiating crew will get together to figure out who has the ball and where they have it.
The ball was fumbled forward and out of bounds. It was recovered out of bounds. Georgia retains possession of the spotted fumble. 1st and goal.
There you have it.
And Chris Durham breathes the biggest sigh of relief in the place. They ended up catching Hawaii in a blitz. But look at the end of the play as Durham's running. Ball's in the inside arm. Great hustle. Downfield, stripping the football by number 54, Amani Purcell. Unfortunately for he and his teammates, the fumble ended up going out of bounds. See Purcell, the defensive lineman, great hustle. Ball falls off of him. No one's possessing it. No one, number 12, trying to get to it, but it goes out of bounds, and Georgia retains possession.
Minutes and 21 seconds. Thank you.
Want to reset the clock, tack on 5 seconds to 8:21.
Who would have thought that at this stage of the game, Georgia would have more yards passing than Hawaii? A very balanced offense thus far from Mark Richt and his Bulldogs.
As Georgia offense averages 200 yards in the air per game. Hawaii 450 per game. fake to the end zone. Touchdown, Bailey. Georgia Bulldogs, winners of their final 6 games during the regular season, finished in a tie with Tennessee in the Eastern Division of the SEC. But Tennessee beat them during the year, thus the tiebreaker to the championship. They feel like they're playing as well as anybody in the country. And so far in this All-State Sugar Bowl, lights out for the Bulldogs. 24-3 leaders.
Nissan engineers know the backbone of any truck is its frame. That's why the Nissan Titan's frame is fully boxed. Unlike competitors' C frames that are prone to flexing, our box frame is the strongest truck frame we've ever built. Just one more reason, it's the Titan of trucks. The 2008 full-size Nissan Titan. Now get up to $5,000 Nissan cashback or 0.9% APR financing.
Like zoinks, it's the cable guy.
Shinkies. Well, now that DirecTV has way more HD channels than cable, it's no wonder the cable guy tried to stop everyone from switching to DirecTV.
And I could have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your dog.
Scooby-Doo!
Hook up your new flat screen to over 85 of the best HD channels. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
American Express card members, log on to fox.com/Prison Break to get an exclusive recap of where Prison Break left off and an insider's preview of all new episodes beginning January 14th. Are you missing out or are you a card member?
24-3, Georgia in front, 8 minutes to play until halftime. Let's go to the Fox jumper scope. Back to the interception by Brennan.
Willie Martinez, the defensive coordinator, loves this. Rush 3, number 55. Jeremy Lomax puts pressure on drop 8. And look at how they have the receivers blanketed downfield, leading to the interception by number 23, Prince Miller. Then earlier in the game, Georgia scored a touchdown against 10 in the box of Hawaii, running the ball. This time, they choose to go to the one-on-one route outside. Nice stop-and-go route by Sean Bailey. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, 8 minutes to play until halftime. We've talked about how Hawaii has come back frequently this season, or at least a handful of times. 24-3 tells you they need a touchdown real soon. Real soon. Ryan Mouton from the 7-yard line and brings it out to the 23.
Ryan Mouton returning the kickoff tells you how important this series is. June Jones told us he wouldn't return kicks until the second half of this game because he was worried about wearing him out on defense early in the contest. Down 24-3, those thoughts go out the window. They needed a big play. They tried to get it from Ryan Mouton. 4 possessions for Hawaii. 3 and out, first possession. Field goal, second possession. Punt, third possession. Interception, fourth possession. See if Georgia continues to rush 3 and 4 men and continue to drop 7 and 8 into coverage.
Brennan flush out of the pocket again. Slings it out to Rivers, who escapes one tackle. And he is slammed to the turf at the 35-yard line. He might be hurt. That's Donnell Ellerby, their leading tackler, that came full speed from the other side of the field to hit Jason Rivers.
He took a big hit when he got cut back inside.
I don't think you're supposed to put coins in there.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet Specials, you can fly to over 60 destinations nationwide for just $49 to $99. Purchased by January 21st.
You are now free to move about the country.
Going to the game this weekend?
Yeah, I'm on the team.
Good one.
Not the towel boy.
Son, you make this and everybody's going to know your name, Stevens.
It's Smith, sir.
Exactly.
No one cares who the kicker is until you need him. Kind of like car insurance. Are you in good hands?
Nissan engineers know the backbone of any truck is its frame. That's why the Nissan Titan's frame is fully boxed. Unlike competitors' C frames that are prone to flexing, our box frame is the strongest truck frame we've ever built. Just one more reason, it's the Titan of trucks. The 2008 full-size Nissan Titan. Now get up to $5,000 Nissan cashback or 0.9% APR financing.
The All-State Sugar Bowl on Fox is sponsored by Nissan and the all-new Nissan Murano. Go to foxsports.com/Nissan Murano for your chance to win a trip to next year's BCS title game. And by Taco Bell, big fans of College Bowl action.
Hawaii receiver Jason Rivers injured on that last play, getting up, moving to the Hawaii sideline. It's been a physical game. Senior Mikey Henderson, number 27, the regular punt returner. As fans here, Hawaii fans, cheer Jason Rivers. Mikey Henderson knocked out of the game with a concussion, his first attempt on a return. This is his final game as a Georgia Bulldog player, telling me he's moving on to a different career in computers and maybe working with athletes and academics. Was emotional about approaching his last college game, a part of Georgia football, and said it helped him establish his personal life and things he can do. And Mikey Henderson said he also saw the Boise State game last year and got the idea from Ian Johnson. Mikey proposed to his fiancée senior day when Georgia played Kentucky, and now his future wife is here watching him in his final game.
Chris, thank you. And speaking of marriage, Jason Rivers just got married during the recent Christmas break. His wife with him on this trip to the All-State Sugar Bowl.
Rachel.
Wide open, and a catch is made at midfield by Greg Salas as he is shoved out of bounds. And a penalty flag apparently came in. So we'll wait to hear again from our referee, Brian O'Kane.
An eligible receiver downfield on the offense, number 7. He was covered on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
That's just an alignment error by the Hawaii receivers. And you wonder if they're just a little bit rattled right now. Talk about the Hawaii football team down 24-3. So much that they wanted to try to prove tonight, and still plenty of time to do it. That was their 6th penalty of the game. They average a little bit more than 6 penalties per game. That's it, less than 7. They're already at their limit. Someone just lined up incorrectly and made someone ineligible.
Salas caught 3 balls the entire year. They used pretty much their 4 primary receivers catching passes for Colt Brennan this season. That one batted, looked like it was tipped to the line of scrimmage and then dropped by Devon Best. 2nd down and 15 for Hawaii.
And the whole strategy for William Martinez coming into this game was to rotate guys in and out of the ball game to keep them fresh on defense for Georgia. He wanted to rush 3, wanted to rush 4, occasionally 5 guys, but he wanted to play more coverage and show different looks and try and disguise and confuse Colt Brennan. Because the rush is getting to Colt Brennan, he doesn't have the same amount of time to look downfield. That's why Georgia's defense has been so tough in the first half.
Handed off to Pilares, and he has good running room out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Warriors.
They were down Washington. Really, that was twice in the Washington game they were down 21 before they ultimately came back and won the game. A scintillating game from Colt Brennan, especially in the second half. 42 of 50 throwing the football in that game for 442 yards and 5 touchdowns.
And no interception.
No interception, but he had 20 in a row at one point in the second half.
The Warriors need badly this conversion. Not going to happen. The ball is loose, and Georgia has recovered again. Marcus Howard made the strip. Brandon Miller got on top of him.
The pressure again was not a blitz. Just Georgia coming off the edge. When a team does not have a tight end, watch the pressure from the top of your screen. Beating Steinhoff, number 78, when he had to spin back inside. And once he spun, and then there's Brandon Miller, number 12, getting on the football. Yeah, the emotion that we all thought going into the game favored Hawaii, definitely on the Georgia Bulldogs side now.
Georgia has scored on each of its 4 possessions offensively tonight. 3 touchdowns and a 52-yard field goal from Katu. Thomas Brown picks up 2. Elimimian and Lafaele in on the tackle.
Exactly the game plan for Georgia. Sacks 3. That's more than probably what they expected, but what they wanted, the hits, the hurries, the knockdowns. On every pass, they wanted him to feel their presence, and he's done that tonight.
Brown in motion, 2nd down and 7. Same play they ran a short while ago to Durham with big success, and not a bad pickup here. 3rd and 1. Down to the 35-yard line.
The run game, as we knew coming into it, Georgia's bread and butter. And they started right off with Thomas Brown, number 20, banging deep into the secondary with tough physical runs. And then Noshawn Moreno with the first touchdown of the game against a 10-man box for Hawaii, and he bounces back with another one.
Third down and 1 at the Hawaii 35. Sutherland and Brown in the I formation, and Brown with a football, and Elimimian slams him down at the 37. So will they try an even longer field goal here? This would be a 55-yard attempt. Stafford is trying to tell Mark Richt, let's go for it.
And that's the question Mark Richt's going to have to answer for himself. It's a makeable 4th down. Terrific play by Elimimian, shooting the gap and hitting Thomas Brown in the backfield and dropping him. A huge play needed by Hawaii because they could not continue to allow Georgia to just dominate them up front and get the yardage they needed on any carry. I think he's waiting, yeah.
You're going to call a timeout, let the play clock wind all the way down to 1.
See another example of trying to take the game, shorten the game against Colt Brennan. Let it go all the way down, keep him on the sidelines, take your timeout.
The decision when we come back.
Yeah, I love my
thanks to its styling, technology, and fun-to-drive performance. It's no surprise owners rank the Nissan Altima the most appealing midsize car, according to J.D. Power and Associates.
Welcome back to New Orleans. Sellout crowd at the Superdome. Boy, what a beautiful job they have done on this facility. Following, of course, all the pictures and the memories the entire country weeped over during the Katrina back in August of 2005. This will be the site of the BCS National Championship game here on Fox Monday night. 4th down and 4, and the Bulldogs have decided they're going for it. Stafford rolls right, throws, and nearly intercepted by Patek, but the Warriors have to feel like that's the first thing that's gone right for them nearly the entire game.
Georgia had what they call a triple sideline route. Rolling to the right was Stafford. He had a receiver at 3 different depths, all in his sight lines. They took away the short receiver. He went for the middle one and threw it behind him. Never gave him a chance.
Well, the NFL returns on Fox this Sunday. The playoffs underway. The New York Giants travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. That's Sunday, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific in high definition, only on Fox.
Got a little credit for the Hawaii defense killing off a turnover in positive field position for the Bulldogs.
Brennan fires to Rivers, who's back into the game. That'll be close to a 4-yard pickup. Let's check in again with Chris Myers.
Tom, Rivers is back in after they gave him the concussion check, and according to the sideline, he just got his bell rung, so obviously he's okay to continue. Meanwhile, the Georgia defense without junior linebacker Marcus Washington, number 44. He's twisted his ankle. They'll evaluate him at halftime, so Donnell Ellerby will carry the load at linebacker for Georgia.
And also getting a little playing time, we saw number 50, Darrell Gamble, infrequently used during the season. Brennan under heavy pressure yet again. The first man there, Brandon Miller, but he wasn't alone.
Well, William Martinez did something a little different on this one, and Colt Brennan comes up limping, which is a sight no one for Hawaii wants to see. He's had a bad ankle all year long, had the concussion against Fresno State, missed most of the Nevada game before coming back and finishing the year against Boise State and Washington. But William Martinez changed up a little bit. He rushed 5 that time. You know, he's been 3 and 4 and getting pressure, changed up. Now he's rushing 5, and deep, deep, deep are his defensive backs right now. They want everything in front, and they want to come up and make the tackle on the play.
3rd and 16. High snap. Brennan hangs with it, throws to Bess, and right there to make a sure tackle is Asher Allen. 4th down and 8, and on comes a punting unit for Hawaii.
How great was that for Georgia? Remember, yards after catch is a big part of Hawaii's attack. They say for them, it's almost like a running game. How many yards the receivers make? Asher Allen on that play gave up 0 yards after the catch to Devon Bess. I mean, for Hawaii, that's anemic for Hawaii. They don't even understand that number of just 19. If you had told them that before the game, no way they would have believed you. They think they can juke and shake with the best of them.
Tim Russell, a very short punt. Will bounce it to 31 and now take a couple of hops to the 25. A flag comes in. A lot of jawing going on. Number 10. Timo Paiapele, and there you get a look. Whistled for an infraction already in the game is number 29, Keenan Jones, when he put that hit that knocked Mikey Henderson out of his final game of his college career.
Holding by number 23 on the return team. Penalty will be enforced 10 yards from the end of the kick. 1st down.
Prince Miller working against Keenan Jones, the gunner. knocks the lid off. Oh, he got a whole lot of cloth on that one. Yeah, you're talking about your hands are supposed to stay inside. And not, that was pretty easy for the officials. And now, of course, a little filibuster emerges from each side.
Well, there was a lot of that. In fact, there was too much of that going on earlier today in that matchup of the defending national champion Florida Gators and the Michigan Wolverines. Final game for Lloyd Carr. Congratulations to him.
What a way to go out, because the consensus going in was coaching staff, everyone looking for other jobs. How settled would they be? How focused would they be? Focused enough to beat the defending national champions.
Lloyd Carr is a good man.
Yes, he is.
He is a good man.
What a great way for him to go out.
Brown barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and again, aluminium there. Spectacular pictures provided by the DLP Amazing Picture King. DLP, the official HD TV of the BCS here on Fox. It's amazing. It's the mirrors.
I'm a little surprised that Hawaii didn't think timeout here. You know why? Because of field position. If they could use their timeout, stop Georgia, and get the ball back, they would have great field position with a chance to try and score before the half. Surprised they're letting Georgia run the clock down on them like this.
Stay on the ground again with Brown. And he's leveled at the 20. 1:05, and the clock continues to run. Hawaii has all three timeouts remaining. It's amazing.
You're down 24-3. You actually have favorable field position for the first time in a long time. Your defense has stopped them on first and second down. I would have used 2 timeouts there, held the clock, and see if I could stop them on third to force them to punt and let Colt Brennan try and work and get us some points going into the half. Instead, they're going to let Georgia essentially bleed the clock down and try and go in up 24-3. To me, if I'm Hawaii, this is a mistake. You know, you've got to try and score when you can down 24-3, but this is too late.
And now they call a timeout. Wow. June Jones, 54 years old, grew up in Portland, Oregon. Played at Hawaii, was a student there in the early 1970s, went to 3 colleges, in fact, during his collegiate career. And in his 9 years has taken his team to 6 bowl games, tonight their first BCS game.
It's the kind of place you need to know someone to get in. But we finally got reservations. The service was fantastic. The wine list was phenomenal. And the food was tiny.
It's like elf food.
Oh gosh, I'm so hungry. So we got some more. A lot more.
Whatever your story is, your Citi card can help you write it. Citi, let's get it done.
Coming up on the Southwest Airlines halftime show, Chris Rose, Jimmy Johnson, Fran Tarkington will recap the opening half. And we'll hear from both the Hawaii and Georgia school bands. Also, the All-State Sugar Bowl band will perform on the field as well. Very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a busy week for the gang down there, especially the dynamic duo of Chris Rose and the coach Jimmy Johnson. They're flying from here to there to everywhere.
Yeah, but they've got the jet.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, they've got the marquee jet. They're ready.
On the ground, Stafford. Well, the Bulldogs will have to punt it away. And does Hawaii spend a timeout now? Yes, 31 seconds left. The Warriors have 1 timeout remaining.
Still don't understand what took them so long to get to these timeouts. They would have left themselves with much more time to try and mount a last drive. So we look at the first half offense for Hawaii, season low 14, 214 in yards, 3 tonight, 103. I mean, they haven't scored less than, what, 28 points in the last 25 ball games overall, averaging 46 points per game coming into tonight.
BCS Bowl Bash continues here tomorrow night. From Glendale, Arizona, the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Oklahoma Sooners in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Our coverage on Fox, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific in high definition only on Fox.
Now, Hawaii's MO has not been to go after the football. They have so much confidence in their offense that they've just been a return team under June Jones. Here would be a prime time to try and go after and block a punt and try and change momentum, but that is not what Hawaii normally does.
first punt of the night for Brian Mills, and it's a good one. Devon Best from his own 35-yard line. Flag comes down. Best still on his feet. Out to the 43, but we'll wait on the flag. Been a lot of those in a game tonight.
And Keenan Jones needs to get a new helmet because it's off again. Helmet or at least chin strap, something that's going to hold that lid on.
There have been 12 penalties.
Number 29 on the return team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
For young Mr. Jones, needs a little more action, a little less chatter right now. Just go play. I understand the emotion of the game, but just go play right now.
Hawaii has one timeout left. 19 seconds remain until halftime. And now they'll march off the penalty. They would have had the ball at the 43-yard line, and now it goes all the way back to the 25.
And what if they'd had it at the 43 with more time on the clock?
Yep.
The trade-off of taking the timeouts is field position, probably.
Well, I might be off a second or two, Charles. When I go back to that last series, if they call a timeout after 3 straight running plays, they'd have a minute 20 left right now until halftime. Brennan steps up, guns it to Rivers out to the 45-yard line. The clock will stop in the college game until they get back to the line of scrimmage and reset the ball.
So you're either coming up and you either have something ready to go, or you spike it to stop the clock to set up second down. And they're getting a break here because the official's still over the ball and Hawaii's already set.
Well, the whistle, clock starts, and Brennan is caught from Rennie Curran.
What a great play.
Hawaii uses its final timeout.
Rob, you know, Verizon Wireless still has lots of really great phones on sale. Got myself a Venus with a touchscreen.
The holidays aren't over yet. Because some of the season's hottest phones are up to 50% off, like the Samsung U620, perfect for Vcast mobile TV, just $49.99. Or get the Moto Q Music, just $99.99. Verizon Wireless.
The pressure has been relentless all night on Colt Brennan. Right there, Marcus Howard gets to him and drops him. Now as he try and step up again, tripped up from behind, still takes the big hit from Jeremy Lomax. And then again, there's Mr. Howard, number 38, knocking the ball free. Brandon Miller, 12. And on the last play, Roderick Battle, number 41, flushed him right into number 35, Rennie Curran. Look at those numbers. Just the way Georgia's played down the stretch. A big reason why they've won their last 6 coming into tonight.
Well, they only had 34 sacks the entire season, and then got the 22 in the final 4.5 games. That'll be the final play of the half for Colt Brennan and the Hawaii Warriors. Time to regroup because the Georgia Bulldogs have just completely shut down the highest scoring team in all of college football. Held them to 3 points. Let's go downstairs to Chris Myers.
Georgia dominated college football's only unbeaten team, Tom, with Coach Mark Richt. And Mark, I guess one of the storylines is the way you've defensed Colt Brennan. How have you been able to do it?
Well, our guys are just playing really hard. We've got a lot of depth right now. Just about everybody's healthy. We're rolling a lot of fresh people in there and just getting after it right now.
With the lead you have and they're capable of coming back, what do you tell your team at halftime so they keep the edge?
We tell them don't look at the scoreboard. You can look at the clock, but not the score. You got to play hard every down no matter what till it strikes 0-0.
All right, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks, Coach Mark Richt. And let's go now to the halftime show and Chris Rose. Chris, Goliath keeping David at arm's length.
No doubt about that one, Chris. Thank you very much. Coming up next on the Southwest Airlines halftime show, Jimmy Johnson and Fran Tarkenton rejoin me for their first half analysis and tell us how in the world Hawaii can get back into this game. Plus, we are going to strike up the band. Make that both bands from the University of Georgia and the University of Hawaii. So far, it is all Bulldogs keeping the nation's leading scoring team to 3 points. 24-3. Halftime show coming your way from the All-State Sugar Bowl after this.
Last year was pretty good. A great year. Season to remember. You could relax, kick back, bask in the glow of yesterday's success. Or you could make this year even better, if you want it bad enough. We're back for more. The Western Athletic Conference. Play up.
Something strange happens to people this time of year. They look for reasons to buy a new Toyota. We call it the Toyotathon phenomenon. Now get a new Tacoma with 0% APR financing, or check out the new Tundra with 0% APR financing for a full 60 months or $3,000 cash back. There's never been a better time to get the new Toyota you've always wanted or needed. Hurry in. The Toyotathon phenomenon is going on now.
Decision 2008.
Why choose your phone plan, Mediacom?
Our customers get unlimited calling in the U.S. and Canada for one low fixed monthly rate. Oh, it includes call waiting, caller ID.
Sorry, your time is up.
What, counting minutes? Not with Mediacom phone.
This year, make it Mediacom. 3 great services, just $29.95 a month each for a year.
You are over your time.
With your plan, I'd pay for every minute.
He defends our freedom, and his record shows it. Ron Paul. Answering our country's call, Ron Paul became a flight surgeon in the Air Force. As a doctor, Ron Paul delivered over 4,000 babies and is a leading defender of life. In Congress, Ron Paul never voted to raise taxes, never voted for an unbalanced budget, never voted to restrict gun rights or raise congressional pay. Protecting our God-given